Girlfriend snogs other blokes. I'm not allowed out with pals or watch the news. Well, this gentleman sounds like he's having some relationship issues, doesn't he? So let's have a look at this and we'll see if we can help him in our normal manner. My girlfriend keeps me on a tight leash. I can't make a purchase or hatch a plan unless she says it's okay. Every day we drive to work together from my flat, then I pick her up at 6 on the dot. Going for a swift half with my colleagues is out of the question, as she doesn't like any of them. At home she cooks while I clean. I've given up watching the news because I'm not allowed to express an opinion. But at weekends, she's a completely different animal. She insists we travel back to our hometown on Friday nights. We stay with her appalling best friend and she lets rip. In the bosom of her mate, she's a nightmare. She drinks, dances and behaves like an entitled brat. She snogs other blokes in front of me and paints the town red. Well, I don't think it goes on a bit, and if you want to read the rest of it, in the description below you'll find the link. This doesn't sound like a positive relationship. They obviously live together. They do seem to live together, and yet he's not allowed to do anything. So you're basically her pet. You're her chauffeur and her pet. You're not allowed to see your friends. You're not allowed to have any opinions. Normally, you know, like in a relationship where one is so anti-cheating and they're controlling the other partner because they're scared of cheating. I don't want you going out just in case you cheat, blah, blah, blah. That's normally because that person is the one doing the cheating and they've got a guilty conscience and they don't want it coming back around to them. You know, the lady doth protest too much syndrome. But it says here on the weekends she's an absolute nightmare and she's off snogging blokes in front of him. Why are you with this woman? She obviously has zero respect for you, which is just as important in a relationship as love, isn't it? You've got to be respected. You've got to be respected by your partner. So you chauffeur her about, you do loads of the housework, she doesn't let you watch anything you want to watch or go and see your friends, but you have to travel with her to see her friends every weekend where she snogs other blokes in front of you. Now, on these, every time I do one of these, it's always break up. Break up. It's the best thing to do. And it is. He should not be with her. He's being belittled. He's not being made to feel like a valuable member of the relationship. You're her pet. And you need to cut this one loose. You need to cut this one loose. If she's snogging other blokes in front of you, what is she doing when you're not there? If she's prepared to do that in front of you, what is she doing when you're not there? How can you possibly trust her? She's not letting you get up to anything, which tells me she's probably getting up to something. Right, let's have a look at Jane, the official agony aunt of the Daily Star, and let's see if what I've said tallies up. Because I don't read these in advance. First time I read these, I'll check the headline, make sure I want to talk about it. The first time I read these is with you here. So let's see if we tally up. I'm guessing your girlfriend needs to live in your flat during the week and you facilitate her getting to and from her place of work where she earns a decent salary, am I right? She barks her orders while you do her bidding, yet at weekends with her real mates, she shows off her uptight persona and expects you to hang around for her protection and convenience. Why do you allow her to use and manipulate you like this? She's selfish and entitled and she's sucking the life out of you. Yeah, that's a good way to put it actually. I've been in a relationship where I felt like that and you don't feel like yourself. It's like an out of body experience and you got no life left in you. And the quicker you cut it free, the quicker you get back to your old self. Who is she to control you and push you around like a cheap battery-operated toy? Yeah, she's probably better off having a cheap battery-operated toy than a partner, because I don't think she's in the mindset to have a proper partner, do you? You're worth more than this and you need to remember it. The problem is she's beating it out of him. It's hard for him to remember it. We've been there. All blokes have been there where a girl's just knocked it out of you. You know, the attraction is there or the lust is there. Something's there that keeps you coming back for more. That's what it was for me. But it just knocks the life out of you. My feeling's that you'd be better off without her in your life, full stop. From pushing you around within your own home to behaving like a brat at weekends, you are done here. I suspect she won't be quite so mouthy and demanding when she has to get herself to and from work and find a new place to crash. Perhaps that will sober her up. Well, we're not too far off there. I don't normally gel too well with Jane, because most of the time I try and do comedy answers. But yeah, I think we're on the same team here for the first time, me and Jane. And yeah, the best bet is for him. He's got to cut her loose, and he has to do it. He can't get her to break up with him. He needs to do it because he needs that click in his mind that he made the right decision and he pushed forward and he grew a sack. That's what he needs to do. He needs to sack her. Sack her now. What do you reckon then? What would your advice to this gentleman be? Sake's got to be the advice, right? Let me know in the comments below. As always, thanks for watching, and don't forget to hit the subscribe button if you like agony aunt stuff, because it's pretty much all I talk about on this channel. See ya.